Be me. 28 years old, marketing manager at a tech startup in Seattle. Single for the past year after a relationship that ended because we both just stopped trying. It's Friday night and I'm leaving a work happy hour at this pretentious rooftop bar downtown. Had exactly 3 beers, which is my limit, before I start telling people my honest opinions about their ideas. My coworker Chris is completely wasted, trying to convince everyone that NFTs are coming back. I decide to leave before I have to witness any more career-limiting behavior. Call an Uber because parking downtown is a nightmare designed by sadists. Wait outside in the October rain like an idiot because I didn't bring an umbrella. Uber app says my driver is named Natalie, 4.9 stars, Toyota Camry. Car pulls up, I open the back door and slide in. Hey, heading to Capitol Hill? Driver turns around to confirm and I freeze. It's Natalie fucking Rodriguez, my high school girlfriend, the one I dated for 2 years junior and senior year, the one I promised to call after graduation, the one I absolutely did not call. We're both just staring at each other. She looks different but the same, older but in that good way where people actually grow into themselves. Her hair is shorter now, pixie cut instead of the long dark hair she had in high school. Same brown eyes that I used to get lost in during study sessions we definitely weren't studying during. Notice she has a tattoo on her wrist now. Looks like text, but can't read it from here. Jordan? Natalie, holy shit. Most awkward 3 seconds of silence in human history. So, Capitol Hill. Yeah, Capitol Hill. She puts the car in drive and we start moving. I'm in the backseat of my high school sweetheart's Uber. This is either a rom-com or a cosmic punishment, haven't decided which. Notice there's a romance novel on the passenger seat. Cover has a shirtless guy and a woman in a ball gown. Still reading those books. Slips out before I can stop myself. She glances at the book and smirks. Yeah, actually got way more into them after high school. Cool. We drive in silence for about 30 seconds, which feels like 30 years. How have you been? She asks, eyes on the road. Professional driver voice. Like I'm just another passenger. Good, yeah. Working in tech, marketing stuff. Pretty boring, honestly. Cool? Another silence. I'm frantically trying to figure out what to say. Do I apologize for never calling her back 10 years ago? Do I pretend it never happened? Do I jump out of the moving vehicle? So you're doing Uber now? Immediately regret this question because it sounds judgmental. Among other things, yeah, helps pay the bills. That's cool. Flexible hours and stuff. I sound like an idiot? She glances at me in the rearview mirror. You really never called. There it is. I know. I'm sorry, I was an asshole. Yeah, you were. At least she's direct about it. If it helps, I think about it sometimes and cringe at myself. That does help a little, actually. Small smile in the mirror. We hit a red light and she turns around to look at me properly. You look good, Jordan. Bit more corporate than the skater boy aesthetic you had going. I laugh because she's right. At high school, me wore nothing but Vans and band shirts. You look amazing. The short hair really works. Thanks, I cut it after my divorce. Record scratch moment. You were married? Was being the key word, ended 2 years ago. Shit, I'm sorry. Don't be. He was a dick. Whole thing was a mistake. Light turns green, we keep driving. Now I'm curious but trying not to be nosy. How long were you married? 3 years, together for 5 total, met in college. She says this casually like she's reading the weather. What happened if you don't mind me asking? He cheated, I found out, divorced his ass, moved back to Seattle. Damn. Yeah, damn indeed. Honestly, the divorce was the best thing that happened to me. Gotta rediscover myself, figure out what I actually like. The way she says it has an edge to it. We're getting close to my apartment. I don't want this ride to end, which is insane considering how awkward it started. So, what have you been up to besides Uber? I'm a photographer, actually. Uber is just supplemental income while I build my client base. Wait, seriously? You're doing photography? Yeah. Remember how I was always taking photos in high school? I did remember she had this old Canon camera she got from her dad. She used to photograph everything, especially during golden hour. I remember you were really good. Thanks. I'm doing pretty well now, actually. Portraits mostly, some boudoir work. Boudoir, interesting development. That's awesome, Natalie, genuinely. She pulls up to my building. Well, this is you. I don't move. There's this moment where I'm trying to decide if I should say something or just get out. Hey, I know this is weird, but would you want to grab coffee sometime? She looks at me through the rearview mirror again. Are you seriously asking out your Uber driver? I'm asking out Natalie Rodriguez, who I was a complete dick to in high school. She thinks about it. Give me your number, I'll text you. Really? Don't make me change my mind, Jordan. I fumble with my phone and read out my number. She types it in. Okay, I'll think about it. Fair enough. I get out of the car. Hey, Jordan. I lean back down to the window. Yeah? It was actually good to see you. You too, Natalie. She drives away and I'm standing on the sidewalk in the rain like an idiot. My phone buzzes. Text from unknown number. This is Natalie, in case you were wondering if I'd actually text. I save her number immediately and a text back. I was definitely wondering. Her, coffee Sunday afternoon? Me, absolutely. Where? Her, there's a place in Fremont I like, Vessel. Know it? Me, I'll find it. What time? Her, 2 p.m. Don't be late. Me, I won't be. Her, and Jordan, don't ghost me this time. Me, never again. Go inside my apartment and my roommate Ben is playing video games. Dude, you look like you've seen a ghost. Kinda did. My Uber driver was my high school girlfriend. Bullshit. I'm serious and we're getting coffee on Sunday. That's either the best or worst thing that could happen. No idea which yet. Spend the rest of the night thinking about high school. Natalie and I started dating junior year after being paired for a history project. She was this smart, artsy girl who was secretly a complete gooner for romance novels. I was the mediocre student who skateboarded too much. Remember finding her collection of spicy books one day at her house? She was so embarrassed, but I thought it was hot that she was that into it. Somehow it worked between us. We'd spend hours at her house supposedly studying, but mostly just making out. She'd read me passages from her books sometimes as a joke. Then we'd recreate them, which was less of a joke. Her parents loved me because I was polite and helped with dishes. My parents loved her because she was actually a good influence on my grades. Prom was this whole thing where I rented a suit that didn't fit right. She wore a blue dress and took photos of everyone else instead of being in them. We talked about going to the same college. Then graduation happened and reality hit. She got into University of Washington for photography. Then I got into Western Washington for communications because I had no idea what I wanted to do. We promised to stay together, do long distance. Summer after graduation, I got cold feet. Convinced myself that long distance wouldn't work, that we'd both be better off starting college single. I was an 18-year-old idiot who thought he was being mature. Told myself I'd call her before she left for school. Never did. She texted me a few times asking if I was okay. I responded with short answers and eventually stopped responding. Blocked her on social media because I couldn't handle seeing her move on. Spent the next few years feeling guilty whenever I thought about it. Had a few relationships that didn't work out. None of them felt like what I had with Natalie. Saturday comes and I'm irrationally nervous about Sunday. Text Chris about the situation. Chris, bro, that's wild. You gonna apologize? Me, already did kind of in the Uber. Chris, good, now don't fuck it up again. Me, helpful advice, thanks. Spend Saturday cleaning my apartment like she's gonna see it, even though we're meeting at a coffee shop. Try on like 4 different outfits. Settle on jeans and a casual button-up, because I'm not trying too hard, but also not wearing a hoodie. Ben walks in on me looking at myself in the mirror. You're spiraling. I'm not spiraling. You cleaned the apartment and you're trying on clothes. You're definitely spiraling. What if she just wants closure? Then you give her closure and move on. What if she hates me? She agreed to coffee. She doesn't hate you. What if this is a trap and she's going to throw coffee in my face? That would be objectively hilarious and you'd deserve it. Not helping. Sunday morning, I wake up at 9 a.m., even though I don't have to be there until 2 p.m. Try to work out to burn off nervous energy. End up just pacing around my apartment. 1 p.m. finally rolls around. Drive to Fremont early because I'd rather be early than late. Park and walk around the neighborhood for 20 minutes. Vessel Coffee is this trendy spot with exposed brick and plants everywhere. Exactly the kind of place Natalie would like. I go in at 1:55 p.m. She's not here yet. Order a black coffee and sit at a table by the window. 2:03 p.m. She walks in. Wearing jeans, a leather jacket, and boots. Looks effortlessly cool in a way I will never achieve. I like carrying a tote bag that says, I'd rather be reading. She sees me and waves. I wave back like an awkward penguin. She orders something complicated with oat milk and comes to sit down. Notice she has a book in her bag, can see the spine. Hey. We both sip our drinks. So, she starts. So, I echo, this is weird, right? Extremely weird. Okay, good. Not just me then. We both laugh and it breaks some of the tension. I'm really glad you texted, I say. I almost didn't. What changed your mind? Honestly, curiosity. I wanted to know what you'd been up to for the last 10 years. Fair enough. We spend the next hour just catching up. She tells me about college, majoring in photography, meeting her ex-husband at a party sophomore year. How they got married too young because they thought they were supposed to. How he worked in finance and slowly became someone she didn't recognize. How he was super vanilla and never understood her interests. He thought my book collection was weird, she says. Your romance books? Yeah, I have like 300 now, whole bookshelf dedicated to it. He said it was unrealistic and a waste of time. That's bullshit, those books are great. She looks surprised. You remember liking them? I remember you reading me the spicy parts and me being very into it. She laughs and blushes a little. God, high schoolers was so horny. We really were. I've gotten way worse since then, honestly. Worse how? Let's just say my TBR pile is exclusively spicy content now. Full femme gooner status. She grins. Absolutely. Embraced it fully after the divorce. Good for you, honestly. The cheating was almost a relief because it gave her an excuse to leave. She moved back to Seattle a year ago to be closer to her family. Started doing photography full-time. Picked up Uber to supplement income. The boudoir photography thing makes sense now. Living in a studio apartment in Capitol Hill that she loves despite it being tiny. My whole apartment is basically a library at this point. Books everywhere. I tell her about Western, getting a communications degree, moving to Seattle for work, the startup life, the mediocre relationships, the general quarter-life crisis stuff. So why didn't you call me back? She asked directly. No sugarcoating, just straight to it. Take a deep breath. Honestly, I was scared. Of what? Of long distance not working. Of holding you back, of not being enough. So you just decided for both of us that it wouldn't work. Yeah, which was stupid and selfish. Very stupid and very selfish. She's not mean about it, just honest. I thought about reaching out so many times over the years. Why didn't you? Guilt mostly, figured you'd moved on and didn't want to hear from me. I did move on, Jordan. I got married, had a whole life. But you still thought about me. She pauses. Sometimes, yeah. What did you think? Mostly wondered what you were doing, if you were happy. And sometimes wondered why I wasn't good enough for a phone call. That one hurts because it's true. You were always good enough, Natalie. I was just an idiot kid who didn't know what he had. Well, at least you can admit it. We sit in silence for a moment. Can I ask you something? She says. Anything. Why did you ask me to coffee? What are you hoping for here? Good question. Honestly, I don't know. I just know that seeing you again felt like running into someone I used to be. Someone better? Someone less afraid. She nods like she understands. I'm not that girl from high school anymore, Jordan. I know. I've been through a marriage, a divorce, rebuilt my entire life. Discovered I'm way kinkier than I thought. I almost choke on my coffee, she's smirking. Just being honest? I respect that. I'm not looking for someone to save me or complete me or whatever. I'm good on my own. Got my books, my camera, my life. I can see that. You seem really happy, actually. I am, mostly still figuring shit out, but aren't we all? Constantly. More comfortable silence. So where does this leave us, I ask. I don't know. Where do you want it to leave us? I'd like to not lose you again, even if it's just as friends. Friends with the weirdest history. She smiles. I can do friends. Yeah? Yeah, but you're on probation. One fuck up and you're out. Deal. We exchange actual numbers this time, not just Uber passenger info. She shows me some of her photography work on her phone. It's incredible. Mostly portraits with this raw emotional quality. Some boudoir shots that are artistic but definitely sexy. These are amazing, Natalie. Seriously. Thanks, it's what I love doing. Making people feel confident in their bodies. You were always talented, and you were always supportive, even when you pretended not to care about anything. I cared. I just didn't know how to show it. Teenage boys rarely do. We end up talking for 3 hours. Coffee shop is getting ready to close. Walk outside and it's starting to rain again because Seattle. Well, this was good, she says. Really good. Same time next week? I'd like that. She goes to leave, then turns back. Hey, Jordan? Yeah? Thanks for actually showing up. Thanks for giving me the chance. She waves and walks to her car. I stand there like an idiot in the rain again, drive home feeling lighter than I have in years. Ben is waiting with questions. So how'd it go? Good, we're friends now. Just friends? Just friends? You're full of shit. Probably, but that's where we're at. Spend the next week thinking about Sunday. Natalie texts me random things throughout the week. Photos she takes, funny observations, or just stuff she thinks I'd find interesting. Wednesday, she sends me a photo of a book cover. Just finished this, absolutely unhinged, 10 out of 10. Cover shows a shirtless werewolf and a woman. Me, werewolves now. Her, always been into werewolves, keep up. Me, my bad, noted for future reference. Her, you remembering my preferences, character development. It's comfortable, like slipping into an old habit. Friday, she texts, there's a food truck festival tomorrow, wanna go? Me, absolutely, what time? Her, noon, meet at Gasworks Park? Me, see you there. Saturday comes and I'm less nervous this time. Show up at Gasworks Park and she's already there, wearing a denim jacket and has her camera around her neck. Notice she's carrying a book in her back pocket. You brought the camera. I bring the camera everywhere. Occupational hazard. And a book, apparently. Never know when you'll have downtime. We walk through the food truck festival, try like 8 different things because we can't decide. Korean BBQ tacos, Vietnamese banh mi, artisanal grilled cheese that cost $12. She takes photos of everything. Do you ever just experience things without documenting them? Nope. The documentation is part of the experience. Fair enough. She takes a photo of me mid-bite of a taco. Delete that? Absolutely not. This is going in my unflattering photos of Jordan collection. You have a collection? Started it today. We find a spot on the hill overlooking the lake. Sit and watch people fly kites and play with dogs. She pulls out her book. Mind if I read for a bit? Go ahead. She reads while I people watch, and notice her biting her lip at certain parts. Must be a good book. It's getting interesting. Spicy interesting. Very spicy interesting. She shows me a passage and my eyebrows go up. Damn, they don't hold back. That's why I like them. No fade to black bullshit. Fair point. You should read some. Broaden your horizons. Maybe I will. I'll make you a list. This is me now. The guy who gets romance novel recommendations from his ex. Embrace it. My phone buzzes. It's Chris asking if I'm free for drinks later. Sorry, hang on. Text Chris back. Busy, catch you next week. Natalie notices. You can go if you have plans. Nah, I'm good here. Choosing me over your friends? Character development. Ouch. Too soon? Maybe a little. She grins and I realize she's messing with me. The afternoon turns into evening. On we end up at a bar in Fremont. Dive bar, cheap beer, good music on the jukebox. She orders a whiskey sour. I get an IPA. To old friends. She raises her glass. To new beginnings. I counter. We clink glasses. A few drinks in, and we're both more relaxed. Conversation gets deeper, more honest. She tells me about discovering herself after the divorce. I spent so long being what he wanted me to be. Vanilla, boring, the perfect wife. Then I left and realized I could just be myself. Got back into my books, started actually exploring what I like. Became a full-on gooner, honestly. Good for you, seriously. He made me feel weird about it, now I own it. That's growth. What about you? You ever explore that stuff? Not really, mostly vanilla relationships. Boring. Yeah, looking back, definitely boring. We should fix that. She says it casually, but there's a look in her eye. Fix it how? I don't know yet, but we'll figure it out. Bar is closing. We stumble outside. Neither of us should drive. Call an Uber, different driver this time. Come back to my place. You can crash on the couch, I offer. That okay? Yeah, beats trying to get back to Capitol Hill right now. We get to my apartment. Ben is asleep. I grab blankets and a pillow for the couch. Here, bathroom's down the hall if you need it. Thanks. She sits on the couch and I'm about to go to my room. Jordan? Yeah. I'm glad you got in my Uber that night. Me too, Natalie. Good night. Good night. Go to my room and lie awake thinking. This is getting complicated. I can feel myself falling for her again. But she said friends. And I can't mess this up. Doors fall asleep wondering what the hell I'm doing. My face when my Uber driver turned out to be my high school sweetheart, who's now a femme gooner with 300 romance books, and I'm catching feelings all over again. Be me. Wake up Sunday morning to the smell of coffee. Stumble out of my room to find Natalie in my kitchen making breakfast. She's wearing one of my hoodies that she apparently found. Looks way better on her than it does on me. Also notice she's reading a book propped up on the counter. Morning. Hope you don't mind. I raided your closet and your kitchen. Not at all. Coffee smells amazing. Found your French press. Figured I'd make myself useful. Peek at her book. Cover has a very shirtless man, and the title has the word ravished in it. Morning reading material? Can't start the day without it. Ben walks out of his room looking confused. Who's the girl in Jordan's hoodie reading smut in our kitchen? I'm Natalie, Jordan's high school girlfriend who's now a proud romance book enthusiast. Ex-girlfriend, I correct quickly. Sure right, ex-girlfriend, she says with a smirk. Ben looks at the book cover and grins. Nice to meet you, Natalie. I'm Ben, Jordan's roommate. I like her already, he says to me. I'm gonna go to the gym, give you two nothing happening people some space. He leaves and it's just us. Sorry about him. He seems fun. Also, he's right. This is definitely not nothing. What do you mean? Come on, Jordan. We're not just friends catching up. There's something here and we both know it. She's being direct as always. I don't want to pressure you into anything. You're not. I'm just saying what we're both thinking. We drink coffee and eat the eggs she made. Can I ask you something? She says. Always. Are you seeing anyone? Know you? No, been single since the divorce, focusing on myself. And my collection, she adds with a grin. Speaking of, want to see my apartment sometime? The famous book collection? Among other things. I'd love to. She changes back into her clothes, returns my hoodie. Thanks for letting me crash. Anytime. At the door, she pauses. Come over Wednesday. I'll cook dinner and give you the full tour. It's a date? Is it though? Do you want it to be? Maybe. Let's see how dinner goes. She leaves and I'm left standing in my apartment wondering what the hell is happening. Ben comes back 30 minutes later. Dude, don't? She's perfect for you. Also, she's hot and reads porn. They're romance novels. Same thing. Whatever. Point is, don't fuck this up. Working on it. Spend the rest of Sunday thinking about Wednesday. Monday and Tuesday drag. We text constantly. She sends me book recommendations. Start with this one. It's tame compared to my usual but good introduction. Me. How tame are we talking? Her. Like a 6 out of 10 on the spice scale. Me. And your usual? Her. Solid 10s, sometimes 11s if they exist. Me. Noted. Download the book she recommended. Start reading Monday night. It's actually really good. Also, way spicier than I expected. Text her. This is your idea of tame? Her. Told you I've evolved since high school. Her. Thoughts so far? Me. I'm very invested in whether they get together. Her. Keep reading. It gets better. Stay up until 2 a.m. finishing it. Text her when I'm done. Just finished. That was incredible. Her. Right? The tension. Her. Also, you're up at 2 a.m. reading. Welcome to the Gooner life. Me. I think I've been converted. Her. Excellent. I'll add you to more. Wednesday comes and I'm nervous again. She'd show up at her Capitol Hill apartment at 7 p.m. She answers in jeans and a tank top, hair messy. Come in. I'm almost done with dinner. Walk into her studio and holy shit, books everywhere. Built-in bookshelf covering an entire wall, completely full. Stacks on the coffee table, nightstand, kitchen counter. I wasn't exaggerating about the collection. This is impressive. This is my personality. The bookshelf is organized by spice level, apparently. Color-coded tabs on the spines. You've categorized them? Obviously, how else would I find what I'm in the mood for? This is very on brand for you. Dinner is pasta with homemade sauce. We eat on her couch because her place is too small for a dining table. So tell me, she says, what did you think of the book? Honestly, I loved it. The characters were great, but I didn't expect it to be that explicit. That's the best part. No fade to black, no closed door nonsense. Just full scenes. I can appreciate the commitment. Right? Why read romance if you're going to skip the good parts? We're on the couch and she's getting animated talking about this. It's adorable. Okay, I have to know. What's the craziest book you've read? Her eyes light up. Oh man. Okay, so there's this series. She goes to her bookshelf and pulls out several books. Proceeds to tell me about this absolutely unhinged fantasy romance series. Dragons, fated mates, very detailed scenes. And then in book 3, they're in a castle, and there's this whole thing with she stops herself. Sorry, I'm being too much. No, I love how into this you are. Really? Yeah, but it's hot, honestly. You think me geeking out about smutty books is hot? I think you being passionate about anything is hot. Silence. We're sitting close now. Jordan. Yeah? I need to tell you something. What? I've been thinking about you a lot. Like, a lot. Same. I don't want to just be friends. Me neither. She kisses me. It's soft at first, then more urgent. We break apart. Wow. Yeah. So what now? I ask. I don't know. This is scary. I'm scared too. But I want to try. Me too. We end up talking until 2 a.m. She tells me more about her divorce, her journey to self-discovery, how she started exploring her interests without shame. My ex made me feel weird about everything I liked. He'd make comments about my books, call them trashy. Said I was a gooner. I meant it as an insult. So I leaned into it. Good, fuck him. Exactly. Now I own it. I like what I like. And what do you like? She shows me more of her collection, points out favorites, explains why she loves certain tropes. Enemies to lovers, forced proximity, fated mates. I'm a sucker for anything with good tension. Clearly, I gesture to us. She laughs. We do have tension. Always have. End up kissing again. This time it's more intense. Her hands in my hair, my hands on her waist. Pull back before it goes too far. We should slow down. Yeah, you're right. I want to do this right. Me too. Leave around 3 a.m., drive home in a daze. Ben is awake when I get in. How'd it go? We kissed. Finally. And I'm pretty sure we're dating now. Pretty sure. It's complicated. It's always complicated with you. Next few days we're in constant contact, texting all day, FaceTiming at night. She recommends more books. I'm reading them all, getting invested. We discuss them like book club. Okay, but the part in chapter 15. I know, right? Friday she asked me to come to a photo shoot. I'm doing boudoir shots for a client. Need an extra pair of hands. You want me at a boudoir shoot? Why not? You'll see me work and help carry equipment. Sure, yeah, I'm in. Show up Saturday to the studio in Sodo. Natalie's there setting up lights. Professional mode, totally focused. Client arrives, woman in her 30s who's nervous. Natalie immediately puts her at ease. We're going to make you feel amazing. Just relax and trust me. Watching her work is incredible. She's confident, directing poses, making the client feel beautiful. The photos are tasteful but definitely sensual. After the shoot, the client is practically crying. I've never felt this confident. That's what I'm here for. Natalie says, pack up the equipment together. You're really good at that. Thanks, I love this work. Making people see themselves differently. It's kind of like my books. It's about feeling good. I get it. We grab food after. She's still buzzing from the shoot. God, I love my job. It shows. Hey, want to do something crazy? Define crazy. Come to a romance book convention with me next month. There are romance book conventions. Obviously, and they're amazing. Authors, readers, panels about smut. It's like Comic-Con for femgooners. I'm so in. Really? Yeah, sounds fun. She kisses me right there in the restaurant. You're perfect. Hardly. Perfect for me then. Next few weeks we're inseparable, officially dating now. She brings books when she stays over. I've started reading them whenever she recommends something. Ben finds me reading one night. Bro, is that a romance novel? Yeah, Natalie recommended it. You've become one of them. Proud of it. The book convention is in Portland. We drive down Friday after work. 3-hour drive of us discussing books, music, life. Get to the hotel. We got one room, right? She asks. Yeah, is that okay? More than okay. Convention is wild. Hundreds of people, mostly women, all excited about romance books. Authors signing books. Panels about tropes and spice levels. Natalie is in her element. This is my people. We go to panels together, one about writing steam scenes. Author is explaining techniques. Natalie is taking notes. Why are you taking notes? Research. For what? Ideas, she says with a look. Oh, that night in the hotel room, things get heated. We've been taking it slow, but the tension is unbearable. Jordan? Yeah? I don't want to take it slow anymore. Me neither. Wake up Sunday morning, tangled together. Morning, she says. Morning. So that happened. Best that ever happened. Agreed. We spend the morning in bed talking. She tells me she loves me. First time either of us has said it. I love you too. Drive back to Seattle that evening. Everything is perfect until it isn't. Tuesday she gets a call while we're having dinner at my place. Steps outside to take it. Comes back looking conflicted. Everything okay? That was a gallery in Portland. My stomach drops. They want me to be their resident photographer. 6-month contract. Really good money. I'd be curating shows, doing shoots. That's amazing. It's in Portland. Yeah, I heard. For 6 months. We sit in silence. What are you thinking? She asked. I'm thinking this is huge for your career. But we just got together. I know. What do you want to do? I don't know. It's everything I've been working toward. But I don't want to lose you. You won't lose me. Long distance, though? We'd make it work. Jordan, I tried long distance before. It killed my last relationship. I'm not him. I know. But it's still scary. She needs time to think. Gives her space, even though it's killing me. Few days pass with minimal contact. Finally, Thursday night, she calls. Can I come over? Of course. She shows up with a stack of books, sits on my couch. I've been thinking all week, she starts, and I'm terrified, but I want to take the job. You should, but I don't want to lose you. So let's not lose each other. How? We do long distance. Portland's 3 hours away. Weekends, FaceTime, we make it work. You're sure? Completely sure. I brought you these. She hands me the books to keep you company when I'm gone. All my favorites. Look through them, all well-worn, clearly loved. These are your favorites. Yeah. Oh, figured you should have them. Plus, it gives you an excuse to come visit and return them. Deal. She leaves in 2 weeks. We spend every possible moment together. Help her pack, meet her parents again. Her mom cries. Her dad gives me the talk again. Take care of each other, even from distance. We will. Last night before she leaves, we're in bed at my place. I'm gonna miss you so much, she says. Miss you too. Promise me something? Don't ghost me this time. Never, I promise. And read those books I gave you. We can discuss them on FaceTime. Like a book club. Exactly like a book club. Our own private Gooner book club. Perfect. She leaves the next day. Feels like history repeating, but different. This time we're choosing each other despite distance. This time I'm not running away. You text her when she gets there. Miss you already. Her, miss you too. Already started unpacking my books. Her, first priority, obviously. Me, obviously send pics when you're done. Over the next few weeks, we settle into routine. FaceTime every night. She shows me her new apartment, bookshelf prominent. Home away from home. I read the books she gave me. We discuss them in detail. Okay, but this scene in chapter 23, I know. I reread it like 5 times. First month apart is hard, but manageable. I visit her in Portland. She shows me the gallery, introduces me to her team. We spend the weekend in her tiny studio, surrounded by her books, her photos, her, I love my life here, she tells me, but I miss you. Miss you too. 3 months down, 3 to go. Second month, she sends me a package. It's more books. I'm some annotated with her notes. Thought you might like these. I marked my favorite parts. Open one and see her handwriting in the margins. Little comments, reactions, thoughts. It's intimate and perfect. Call her. These are incredible. Her, glad you like them. Felt weird sending them. Me, why? Her, because it's like sharing my diary. All my thoughts are in there. Me, I love it. I love you. Her, love you too, Gooner. 3rd month into the separation, she calls with news. They want to extend my contract. Heart stops. For how long? Another 6 months. A year total. Oh, I haven't said yes yet, but I'm thinking about it. You should take it. Really? Yeah, this is your career, your dream. But what about us? We'll figure it out. How? I don't know yet, but we will. Spend that night thinking. Call Chris the next day. What if I move to Portland? Dude, are you serious? Yeah, why not? Because it's crazy. The best decisions usually are. Start looking at jobs in Portland. Update my resume. Reach out to contacts. Don't tell Natalie yet. Want it to be a surprise. Get 3 interviews lined up. Drive to Portland for a long weekend. Tell Natalie it's just a visit. Sneak away Friday morning for an interview. It goes great. Second interview is Saturday morning. She thinks I'm out getting coffee. Both companies seem interested. Sunday morning, she's reading in bed. I'm watching her. What? She asks. Nothing, just thinking. About? About moving here. What? To Portland. What if I moved here? She puts down her book. Jordan, you can't do that. Why not? Because it's insane. So, I love you. I want to be with you. You have a life in Seattle. I have a life wherever you are. You're serious? Completely. Okay. Okay? Yeah, if you want to move here, I'm not stopping you. But don't do it just for me. I'm doing it for us. Okay then. That feeling when you're doing long distance with your femme-gooner girlfriend who's living her dream in another city and you realize you're about to uproot your life for her. Be me. 2 weeks later, I've given notice at my job. Accepted a position at a Portland marketing firm. Better pay, better culture, near my girlfriend. Ben is sad but supportive. You're really doing this? Yeah, I'm really doing this. For a girl. For the girl. Respect, man, go get your femme-gooner. Moving day comes, drive down with my life packed in a U-Haul. Natalie doesn't know I'm moving yet. She thinks I'm visiting for the weekend. Pull up to her building with the truck. Text her, come outside. She appears at her window, confused, comes down to the street. Is that a U-Haul? Prize? Jordan, what the hell? I got a job here, I'm moving to Portland. She just stares at me. You're insane. Probably, you actually did it. Told you I would. She kisses me right there on the street. We need a bigger apartment. Yeah, we do. Spend the next week apartment hunting. Find a 1-bedroom in inner SE Portland. Bigger space, room for both our stuff. Most importantly, room for her massive book collection. The bookshelf is non-negotiable, she declares. Obviously, moving in together is chaotic and perfect. Her books take up 3 large bookcases now, organized by author, genre, and spice level. This is excessive, I joke. This is necessary, she corrects. My stuff fits in one corner. I don't own enough things. You own the important things. She points to my shelf of books she's given me. See, you're a gooner now too. Proud member of the club. Settle into domestic life. She works at the gallery during the day. I'm at the marketing firm. Evenings we cook together, read together, exist together. She'll be on the couch reading. I'll be at the table working. Babe, listen to this line, she'll interrupt. Reads me a particularly good passage. That's hot, right? Adding this author to my favorites. Weekends we explore Portland. Powell's bookstore becomes a regular stop. She always leaves with a stack. You have 400 books at home. And now I have 405. Can't argue with that logic. 3 months into living together, life is good. She's thriving at the gallery. Her boudoir photography is getting more clients. I have a shoot tomorrow. Want to come? Always. Watch her work with clients. The way she makes them feel confident, sexy, powerful. You're incredible at this. Thanks, I love it. Making people feel good about themselves. Like these books do for me. She gestures to the romance novel in her bag. Exactly like that. One night we're in bed reading. She's reading, I'm reading. Companionable silence. Jordan? Yeah? You know what I love about us? What? You don't make me feel weird about anything. My books, my photos, my whole gooner thing. You just accept it. Because I love you, all of you. Including the 400 books taking up our living room. Hey, it's 405 now. My mistake, 405 books. She kisses me. I love you too. 6 months into Portland life. Her gallery contract is going well, getting extended again. My job is stable, actually enjoy going to work. We're settled, comfortable, happy. Then she comes home one day with news. So remember that book series I love? Tears the Dragon one? The absolutely unhinged one you won't stop talking about? That's the one. They're making it into a show. That's cool. And they're filming in Portland. Wait, seriously? Yeah, and they need production photographers. I applied. Of course you did. She gets the job, spend the next 3 months watching her work on set, photographing actors, behind-the-scenes stuff. She's in heaven. This is literally my dream job. Combining photography with books. I'm so happy for you. Production wraps and she's buzzing. I want to do more of this. Entertainment photography, book adaptations. It's perfect. Gets hired by a production company. Steady work, great pay, doing what she loves. Everything is falling into place. 1 year anniversary of moving to Portland. I've been planning something. I bought a ring 2 months ago. Vintage style, exactly her taste. Planned to propose at the first place we reconnected. Fly up to Seattle for the weekend. Why are we going to Seattle? Anniversary trip, revisiting our roots. Okay, I'm suspicious, but okay. Saturday afternoon, we're in Fremont. Why are we at Vessel Coffee? Just wanted to see it again. We sit at the same table as our first coffee date. Order the same drinks. Remember sitting here a year ago? How could I forget? You asked why I came back. And now we're here, living together, in love. Crazy how things work out. Pull out the ring. Natalie, oh my God. You made me believe in second chances. You showed me it's okay to be yourself, weird interests and all. You love me for me, Gooner tendencies included. She's crying and laughing. Will you marry me? Yes. You absolute dork. Yes. Slide the ring on her finger. She kisses me and everyone in the coffee shop applauds. I can't believe you proposed here. Full circle moment. It's perfect. Call her parents immediately. Her mom screams, I'm so happy for you both. Her dad, congratulations, son. You did good. Ben FaceTimes, finally. Chris, about damn time. Celebration dinner in Seattle that night. She can't stop looking at the ring. It's beautiful. You're beautiful. Sap. You're sap now. Drive back to Portland the next day. Fiancé. She's my fiancé. Start wedding planning. She wants books incorporated somehow. What if we use book pages for decorations? Love it. And the centerpieces can be stacks of our favorite books. Perfect. Very on brand for us. Wedding is 6 months later. Small ceremony in Portland. So friends and family only. The venue has a library aesthetic. Books everywhere. Very Natalie. She walks down the aisle. Stunning. Can't believe this is real. Vows are personal. I promise to always support your book habit. Everyone laughs. I promise to read every recommendation. I promise to never make you feel weird about who you are. I promise to choose you every day. She's crying. I promise to love you even when you leave dishes in the sink. I promise to share my favorite books with you. I promise to never stop being your biggest fan. I promise to love you forever. Married. Officially married. Reception is perfect. Speeches are great. Ben roasts me appropriately. Jordan went from ghosting his high school girlfriend to marrying her. Character development. Chris. To the couple who took the scenic route. First dances to a song from high school. She's crying happy tears. I love you so much. I love you too. Honeymoon is a road trip. Hit every bookstore between Portland and San Francisco. She buys approximately 50 new books. Where are we going to put these? We'll figure it out. We always do. Get home to our apartment. Now officially our apartment as a married couple. She immediately starts organizing her new books. Can't help but smile watching her. What? She asks. Nothing. Just happy. Me too. Life settles into routine. Both working jobs we love. She's now doing photography for multiple shows and movies. I'm creative director at my firm. Evenings we're in our living room. Her reading, me writing. Started writing again, working on a book. About what? She asks. About us, about second chances. Can I read it? When it's done. 6 months later, I finish the manuscript. She reads it in one sitting, crying by the end. This is beautiful, Jordan. Really? Really, you have to publish this. I don't know. I know, trust me. Send it to agents, get interest immediately, sign with an agent who loves it. Book gets picked up by a publisher, small press, perfect fit. We're collaborating on it, I tell them. Natalie's doing the photography for the cover and inside. She takes photos for the book, us, our life, our story. Book comes out a year later. Title, The Uber Ride That Changed Everything. It's our story, second chances, finding your way back. Gets featured in some magazines. Modest sales, but great reviews. Your love story restored my faith in romance. This is better than any romance novel. We do a reading at Powell's, packed room. She's beaming. After, people come up with their own stories. Second chances they took. Mistakes they overcame. You gave us hope. 2 years into marriage, bought a house in Portland. 2 bedrooms, one is her library/studio. Floor to ceiling bookshelves, completely full. Organized by color and series. This is my happy place, she says. I can tell. Office for me, studio for her. We work from home a lot now. Her photography career is taking off. She's been published in major magazines. I'm working on my second book. Sunday morning ritual. Coffee in bed. She's reading, I'm writing. What are you reading? New release, it's spicy. How spicy? Very. Good? Incredible. Does she want me to read you some? Always. She reads me passages. We discuss them like scholars analyzing literature, except it's smut, and we're both very into it. I love our life, she says. Me too. Remember when you got in my Uber? How could I forget? Did you ever think we'd end up here? Honestly, no. But I'm glad we did. Me too. Couldn't imagine life without you. She shows me her latest project, photography series about intimacy and connection, inspired by romance novels. These are incredible. You think so? I know so. This is gallery worthy. Gets picked up by a major gallery in New York. We fly out for the opening. Her work is celebrated. Art critics love it. It's raw, honest, sensual. Watching her accept praise. So proud. You did this. We did this. You inspired it. How? By accepting me fully. By never making me feel weird about loving romance. By being you. Back in Portland, life continues. She's working on another series. I'm writing my third book. Our house is filled with books, photos, love. Ben visits from Seattle, looks around our house. You guys really leaned into the whole book thing. It's our brand, she says proudly. I respect it. Chris visits too. So this is what success looks like. Happy couple, cool house, doing what you love. Yeah, pretty much. Good for you both. 3 years into marriage, Natalie comes home excited one day. Guess what? What? Remember that Dragon series that started all this? The show you worked on? Yeah, they want to do a behind-the-scenes book, and they want me to do all the photography. That's amazing. I know. It's like everything's come full circle. From reading the books to photographing the adaptation. Your origin story. Exactly. 4 years into marriage. Our house has expanded, bought the house next door and knocked down a wall. Now we have a proper library. Her collection has grown to over 1,000 books. This is excessive, I joke. This is living, she corrects. Host book club at our house monthly. All her fellow FemGooner friends come over. Discuss books, drink wine, rate spice levels. I join sometimes. You're an honorary member, they tell me. Proud to be here. One night after everyone leaves, we're cleaning up. I love our life, she says. Me too. Who would have thought that Uber ride would lead to all this? Fate? Maybe, or just really good luck. Either way, I'll take it. 5 years after the Uber ride. It's sitting in her library. She's photographing her latest book haul. I'm writing. Look up at her. Still can't believe this is real. What are you staring at? You. Creep. You're a creep. Forever. Forever. She comes over, sits in my lap. I love you, Jordan. I love you too, Natalie. Even with all my books? Especially with all your books. Good answer. We kiss. Life is weird, full of coincidences, second chances, Uber rides that change everything. Wouldn't change a single moment. Well, maybe I'd call her back after graduation. Save us both a decade. But then again, maybe we needed that time. To become people who could appreciate second chances, to be ready for each other. She goes back to her photography. I go back to my writing. Our cat, yes, we got a cat, sleeps on a pile of books. His name is Darcy, obviously. So we're very on brand, Ben said when we told him. This is our life now. Books, photography, love, and second chances. Couldn't ask for anything better. Sunday morning. She's reading in bed. I'm making coffee, bring her a cup. Morning wife? Morning husband. What are you reading? New release, it's unhinged. Perfect. Climb back in bed with her. She reads, I listen. This is us. This is our life. The life that started with an Uber ride and ended in forever. Sometimes I think about 18-year-old me, the idiot who let her go. Wish I could tell him it all works out. That she comes back. That you get a second chance. That you marry your high school sweetheart and build a life filled with books and love. But he'd have to learn it himself, just like I did. Hey, Jordan? Yeah? Thanks for getting in my Uber that night. Thanks for being my driver. Forever. Forever. My face when my Uber driver was my high school sweetheart I never called back, and now she's my wife with 1,000 romance books, and we're living our best Gooner life together. That feeling when the universe gives you a second chance, and you actually don't fuck it up this time by moving across state lines for your FemGooner wife, who collects smutty books and makes you read them all, and you love every minute of it.
Called a ride home on a rainy Friday night. 3 drinks deep in the neon light. Door swung open and time stood still. The girl I ghosted sitting at the wheel. Romance novels scattered on a seat. My heart dropped down to my feet. She said, boy, you never called me back, left me hanging, left me in the black. But here you are, 10 years too late. Is this karma or is this fate? She's got 1,000 books at home, stories of love, but she's alone. She said, don't make me feel weird for loving my stories, holding them near. I said, darling, I would never. Let's write our own tale together. Oh, my darling, with your paperbacks and broken dreams, nothing in this world is ever what it seems. You showed me grace when I deserved your rage. Now let me rewrite every page, every single page. Coffee shop conversations turned to more. She showed me what those books are for. Not just stories, not just escape, but templates for the love we make. In a house of books we built our nest, every spine a memory, every page a test. She reads to me on Sunday morning slow. Our story's better than anything she'll ever know. With your paperbacks and second chances, life is just a series of cosmic dances. You taught me that it's never too late to rewrite the ending, to change your fate, change your fate, change your fate, change your fate. Should have called, but now you're here, my bookworm darling, crystal clear. We found our way through pages torn, a love like ours can